Yes, mate. Oh, that deserves a picture.
He's known as the Supervet.
You all right, mister?
That's good. It's going to make you stand again.
Very gently hold that.
His extraordinary vet practice and cutting-edge procedures
Hi, mate. 25 years ago, I would have said it was impossible.
have saved the lives of thousands of the nation's pets.
Oh, that's so good.
Well done. Good girl. Good girl.
Professor Noel Fitzpatrick and his team are constantly developing new treatments where other options have run out.
All right, all hands on deck. Let's get into theatre now. Nothing about this fracture is textbook. This is totally unpredictable.
And when hope fades,
I'm not telling you that he has to be put to sleep, but I am telling you that we do have some big decisions to... I'm sorry.
Noel continues
All right, let's go.
to search for medical solutions,
I'm not God. I am just a bloke trying to do his best.
Come on then, baby.
offering a chance
I've got my dog back with bells and whistles on.
against all the odds.
It's okay, Baba. It's okay.
I just think it's amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that's a nasty wound.
We need to do something with this. We've got an infection window now. We need to rock and roll.
For many of the family pets who come to Fitzpatrick Referrals, the vets here offer their last hope.
We've got a pneumothorax.
When did we get hit?
Was it 9 p.m. last night, Kev?
Often the most challenging cases are emergencies, when the specialist teams have to act quickly to save an animal's life.
Let's go to theatre as quick as we can. I will call you if we have an issue.
Hi there, you all right?
In reception, a 2-year-old Dachshund has been rushed in.
I've been looking after my friend's little dachshund called Ruby, and I came inside to make a cup of coffee. Ruby was with me, and then I think she managed to get through the garden gate, and a car skidded and hit her, and they didn't stop. So hopefully we'll get her sorted out soon.
Can I help?
Ruby's local vet has given her pain relief
Okay.
and has sent initial X-ray pictures for Noel to examine.
I've been looking after her for my girlfriend.
Yes, I heard. Don't panic. Okay, fine.
I've obviously been, talking to her and everything on the phone.
Hi, Ruby.
I feel awful. And Maria lost her. She had 2 Daxies and she lost one about a month ago.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry for her.
Yeah, nothing you or I can do now apart from try and address the situation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you've got a sacral fracture, which is the most severe part of all of these injuries, because that sacrum is fractured straight through there.
Okay.
And that's separated. But the problem with that is that sacrum is fractured through those nerve holes. So at the moment, she is very unlikely to be able to use her back legs, and she's also very unlikely to be able to urinate. She split the pelvis right down the middle, so it's opened like a book. She's fractured through the socket there. She's fractured through the socket there, and she's got loads of pieces down here where this is.
Okay.
She's fractured her femur.
Yeah. Will you speak to Maria?
I will. Is she available on the phone?
Yeah, shall I?
Okay, no, wait till I just want to see if she can feel her back legs, Vicky.
It's all right.
If Ruby can't feel her feet, she may have severe nerve damage.
Oh, she looks so frightened. It's all right, darling.
I don't know if she can feel that.
You're going to have to put her to sleep, aren't you?
I don't know that yet.
Okay. All right.
So take her through and we'll try and get her out of that immediate pain.
Okay.
And we're just going to get some methadone on board.
Okay.
Just to get her out of pain.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, let's give her a ring.
I'm surprised she's even talking to me.
Come on now.
Hello.
Hello, Maria. It's Noel Fitzpatrick here.
Hello.
Ruby's in a bad way. And
God.
as far as I can see, she's been physically driven over by a car.
Oh, Christ. She's been driven over.
So I'm going to just break it down for you, if I may. Her pelvis is effectively split apart. And
Right.
there is a bad fracture through her sacrum, which is where the nerves to the urinary bladder go. And as far as we can tell, she's unable to feel either back foot.
Right.
And she's unable to urinate.
Oh, gosh.
The sadness for all of us is that we are not going to know, without a big operation to realign all the bits of her pelvis and her sacrum, if the nerves will recover or won't recover.
So, I mean, what do? Do you sort of bolt it back together again?
Yes, in these situations, because there's a lot of tissue trauma and because there are multiple sites of fracture, we would tend to use an external frame. I don't know if you've ever seen that on a human.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, am I being unfair to her to try this?
so that's the fundamental question. So in veterinary medicine, the fact is that we do have euthanasia as an option. And I don't think anybody would argue with you choosing that option. That is always to be considered from an ethical perspective.
I want to try,
Okay.
and I'm going to come home.
Yeah, do you want to talk to Vicky?
Yeah. Hello.
Maria, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's not your fault. I'm going to let him do the operation.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to at least have a try.
Of course you do. All right, darling, I'm going to pass you back over, okay?
Maria, so shall I proceed then?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You give my dog a big kiss, please.
Yeah. I will absolutely give her a kiss for you. After yourself, all right?
I'm sorry you're going to have a late night tonight.
It is what it is. I'm used to it tonight,
All right,
so
thank
you know.
so much. Bye.
Noel won't operate on Ruby until the team have taken more detailed images of her extensive injuries. Noel specializes in cutting-edge neurosurgery. 9-year-old Schnauzer Jess is here for a complex operation on her spine. 18 months ago, Jess started to find it difficult to walk at home in Surrey.
She would be out, she would run, and then you would get back home with her and she would be really lame. And then she had a couple of episodes of complete paralysis. Peter came down one morning and, you know, usually she's up and she's at the bottom of the stairs and she was just laying there looking at him. Basically, her back legs are completely gone.
Having first visited their local vet, Heidi and Peter were referred to Fitzpatrick's.
When we were referred, they actually discovered 2 issues with Jess.
She was diagnosed with spinal and knee issues. A decision was made to operate on her knee first, to see how she fared before tackling her spine. Having recovered from her knee operation, Jess now faces her more challenging spinal surgery.
Jess is in pain. We need to do this now for her.
Now, nice big ears you've got there. Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Now then, I know you've seen my colleagues before.
Yeah.
What have you noticed then in the last 18 months?
One of the big things is when she'll be out and she'll be running, and all of a sudden it's like she gets a pain, she turns and goes back to her back end, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's like there's a pinching of something or something's catching.
Yeah. We can see that many discs in her back are dried out. This one down at the end here is bulging. And that's the culprit there.
Images of Jess's spine reveal that since birth, one of her vertebrae has grown deformed.
Where you can see that that is fused onto the side of the pelvis there. So that vertebrae is tilted that way and that predisposes this disc to problems because there's abnormal loads. Now, if you just hold her beautiful floppy ears for me, hold tight.
I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it. I know that you're so brave, baby. You are a brave girl. Oh, you're a big brave girl. Okay, all right. Oh, I've never seen her do that before.
Okay, so she has a sore back.
Noel is also concerned about a lump on Jess's right thigh. It was discovered 4 months ago, but tests at the time revealed it to be harmless.
Yeah, that's a massive lump, isn't it? Has that got bigger?
Definitely, now looking at it from this side, it has, yeah.
So that's definitely a concern. Good girl, you can get up now. Well done. There's no doubt that she has back pain, and that lump is growing. And I would like one of my soft tissue colleagues to have a look at that, because I am not an expert in tumours.
Right, is that what you want to do? Yeah, I'd say that's where we need to be then, I should think. That's what it sounds like.
So I'll give them a ring. Let me do that.
Noel's colleagues will re-examine the lump to check whether it's cancerous.
Jesus God. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, God. Why has it grown so quick?
I think we were a bit taken back. We sort of thought that the lump thing was done with, but now because it's 3 times its size, we now think it might be something else.
Oh, Jess, what are we going to do here, eh? Taking the wind out of my sails a bit.
Ruby, the dachshund, has been having a series of scans
1, 2, 3.
after being run over by a car.
So I've counted 34 separate fractures. That is a very, very bad situation. I'm going to do my best to fix this, but number one, I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the fragments back into any kind of reasonable alignment again. And number two, we don't know how the biology is going to respond. Do our best.
This is going to be one of the most complex surgeries Noel has ever attempted.
Go. So in the past, we would definitely have said there was no hope here, and there's certainly people that would still say that this is pushing medicine too far and that we should put her to sleep in the interests of welfare and ethics. But right now, we're trying to save Ruby's life.
Noel plans to fix Ruby's fractured hip sockets using small plates and screws. Then he hopes to bring the front part of her broken pelvis and the larger fragments of the smashed sacrum back into position using a series of pins. He'll use cement to keep them in place. Because some of Ruby's pelvis is unreconstructable, he'll build an external frame to support the fragments while they heal. Finally, he'll mend Ruby's fractured leg with 2 plates and screws.
Boy, it's actually very rare to get a fracture that is as difficult as this. Probably in the 29 years I've been doing this, this is in the top 10, I would say. It's just a mess. And this sacrum here is just moving freely. I'm gonna have to start getting creative here. Hold it quick. So what I'm trying to do here is put in a load of pins in different angles. So most of these pins will stay in here forever. 3 pins that go in from the outside, they will be removed at a later date. We're going to be able to support the pelvis using this frame down the side and then another frame down that side. Okay, so we're going to pour.
Noel uses medical cement to hold the permanent pins together.
Okay, so we've got all the cement shaped in place now. We're just letting it set.
Noel constructs the external frame to keep all the various elements of the repair in alignment. It's now nearly midnight. Noel moves on to repair Ruby's broken leg.
Give me 3 5-metric PDS, please. So 6 hours later, there are still many potential problems, including infection. The nerve trauma may be irreversible. Right, Ruby, I have done my best.
Ruby is taken to the intensive care ward. If her nerves don't recover, it's possible that she may never walk again. 9-year-old Schnauzer Jess, who was due to have spinal surgery, is waiting for news about the growing tumour on her right leg.
So I've just had the results back from my colleagues at the oncology hospital, and it's good news. It's primarily fat, so it's a benign tumour, and we can take it out at the same time as spinal surgery. And hopefully, the sooner we crack on with surgery, the sooner we can get Jess back to full function.
For Jess's family, it's a massive relief that the anxious wait is finally over.
I mean, the news that it wasn't anything horrible or nasty was really good.
So today we're hoping today they'll do both operations for her sake as much as our own, do you know what I mean?
Oh, you're such a good girl.
I know that there was a bit of a blow yesterday when I talked about the lump. Yeah. I've since spoken to my colleague John. He's happy for me to proceed and shell it out at the same time as I do the lumbosacral fusion surgery. Give Mummy a goodbye.
Oh, see you later. Yeah, Mummy. Big girl.
Come on, sweetie pie. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Hello, friend. You have beautiful eyebrows and ears.
Jess is scheduled for surgery later today. When puppies arrive at the practice, it's always a cause for excitement.
When a cute puppy comes into the clinic, there's a lot of gooing and garring that goes on with that.
You're cute.
So we get very high-pitched. Sit down, sit down. Our eyes dilate and we all tend to just suffocate the little puppy.
There's definitely some puppies that I would love to just pop in my handbag and take home with me.
Yes, I'll lick your face. Ooh.
It's early evening, and a pint-sized emergency has arrived at the practice.
You're a good boy, daddy's boy, aren't you?
He's getting restless.
Yeah, well, he's going to really good.
Ted, a 16-week-old Shih Tzu, has had an accident at home and injured his front right leg.
He's broke his leg.
He's just finished having his jab, so we was hoping to take him out at the weekend. And, well, it's not going to happen now, is it?
Gary and Nikki were looking forward to going on their first ever walk with Ted when the accident happened.
Ted fell off my daughter's bed about 8 o'clock. You heard a bang, my daughter screaming, oh, he's hurt himself, he's hurt himself. All went running up there. You just know, the way he was yelping and crying and lifting his paw up.
We just want to get Ted back to health, so that he can enjoy his life, can't he? Daddy's little boy, ain't you?
Having rushed to their local vet, X-rays reveal a tricky fracture in Ted's joint, so they were referred directly to Noel.
Okay, yeah. It's just his front leg, he's a little bit...
Oh, you're a beauty, aren't you? So his name is Ted?
Yep.
Oh, that's sore, isn't it, mate? So he was lame straight away, was he?
Mm.
Yes.
He held it up straight away?
Yeah.
Okay. You're such a beauty. Yes, you are. Is he a purebred Shih Tzu?
No. Well, we've only been told he's 3/4, but what we didn't hear was the other part. We don't know how he's come to 3/4, but...
He likes to hide his head in there. Hiding his head in there.
He's
1/4 ostrich. Yeah. So 3/4 Shih Tzu, 1/4 ostrich. And I think he's twisted.
Yes.
And I think he's broken off one side of his humerus.
Right.
Now that's a very serious injury in a puppy because there's a growth plate there from which the bone grows.
Right.
And it's possible that that growth plate may be damaged.
Right.
If the growth plate is damaged, Ted's leg might not develop properly.
There's a high possibility that either the original trauma or the fixing of it may stop that growth plate growing. Okay, so look, until I get a CT, I don't know what I'm dealing with, and then we'll try and fix him.
Right.
If you just put this in a splint, it would almost certainly heal wrong, and the elbow will be permanently arthritic. He's Daddy's boy, isn't he?
Yeah. He is.
Can you bear to let him go, Dad?
Not really, but...
Give him a big kiss and I'll take him.
Bye-bye, Ted. Lovely looks, right?
Oh, he's a good little boy. Oh, he wants to go back to Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Look who I have.
Oh my gosh.
He's 3/4 Shih Tzu, 1/4 ostrich. Because he likes to stick his head in the sand.
Hi.
His name is Ted. He's got a broken right humerus.
You are bravest little man. I know. Beautiful. Needles are the worst.
Noel will operate on little Ted straight away.
So this is a very bad fracture. It's right into the joint and it's splintering up into the humerus itself. And the growth plate is broken. And the area into which I have to drive the screw is 3 millimeters. It's going to be tight. Okay, so little tiny fragment of bone here. Got to be very careful we don't make the fracture worse than it already is.
Noel starts by drilling a hole into the bone from the inside out to ensure the hole is exactly central.
Okay, so I'm just pulling the bone back up into place now. Now we're going to put a 2 millimeter screw in. The problem, of course, is that the bone is so soft that the screw may not grip, which is exactly what's happening. Gonna have to put a bigger screw in. It's really easy to splinter this, so we've got to be very careful. So I've had to put a 2.4 millimeter screw in a 3 millimeter width piece of bone.
Noel has got the tiny screw in, but to prevent rotation of the fragment, and with such soft bone, a second support screw is required.
Man, it's so soft that the head of the screw is sinking into the bone. So I've had to drive a tiny screw longitudinally up along the bone. The problem, of course, is that this screw does actually go across the growth plate. So I'm having to sacrifice growth for stability, which I knew would be the trade-off. I am worried about the growth. And it could be that the growth will stop on one side and keep going on the other. And if I see that happening, I'm going to have to go back in and stop the other side growing. You in there, mister? Look at a spiky head. There you go. All right, mate. You live to run another day.
Doggy burrito.
At only 4 months old, Ted isn't fully grown yet, so with his growth plate partly fused, he may need further surgery.
Good Lord, that's aggressive.
Jess, the 9-year-old Schnauzer, first needs to have the lump in her leg removed before her spinal surgery can begin.
I'm just running my finger around to free the fat up. Obviously, I'm not going to puncture anything with my finger, so I find that that's the safest way to do this.
Noel can now start work on her spine.
You see the spacer in between the two vertebrae where the disc bulge used to be. And then the nerves just go back in place, like so.
Noel then puts pins into the deformed vertebrae to keep them in the correct position.
Pin placement is very challenging here because the nerves go through holes in a different place than where they should do because of the vertebra being the wrong shape.
With 12 pins now in place,
Give me the cement, please.
Noel joins them together using quick-drying cement.
So we really have to hope and pray that these pins are in the right spot because we're not going to get a second chance.
Noel won't know if all of the pins have been successfully placed until he gets the results of Jess's post-operative scans.
There are the pins in the body of L7. That looks good. Spacer, good. Pins in the sacrum. Whew, that's tight. The pins are in a good spot. The nerves are safe. Good news for Jess.
Are you awake now? With a very, very sore, dry tongue? See?
For the past few days, little Ruby, the Dachshund, has been in the intensive care ward since the 6-hour operation to repair her pelvis and save her life.
I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Maria is back from holiday, and neither she nor daughter Maisie have been able to see Ruby since the accident.
Noel has rung me every single day whilst I've been away in Madeira and given me an update on exactly what's been happening and how she's been. So it's all been quite difficult.
We've been trying to just keep like upbeat and just try keep everything in the house normal, but it's very quiet in our household at the moment.
I'm feeling worried, nervous. We've got to see whether she can actually ever walk again.
Hello, I'm Noel. How are
Hi.
you? Nice to see you.
I'm Maisie.
Maisie. How are you?
Hi,
Nice to
Maria.
see you. We've kind of got to know each other on the telephone a bit. Okay, come on in.
We're here now.
Now, I know this has been a baptism of fire for you, and it was life or death because we had there was nowhere to go at that point. And if we look at that, you'll get some idea, but I need to show you this before you get distracted by her.
Oh my God.
I've counted 34 fractures that I can count, but I don't know actually how many there is because they're uncountable. And this is what we ended up with.
Oh.
So that's a repaired version of that.
Jesus.
Now, obviously all the tissue's crushed, and the main worry was the nerves to the bladder. So we've been emptying the bladder with our hands, but today, for the first time, she's showing semblance of being able to urinate herself. Yeah.
How excited to know your dog can wee.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it looks very encouraging from that point of view.
Yeah.
Now,
She can't be walking.
no.
Can she?
So that nerve is the sciatic nerve that comes down the back here.
Okay.
And
So we've still got to worry about
yes,
those.
we do. Fortunately, she now can feel both back legs. That's a good early encouragement sign. So the next step for us is physiotherapy,
And is she on a lot of pain relief still?
a shed load of pain relief. Here we go. Come on in. There we go. Now.
Oh, baby.
There we go. Okay, that's fine. So she's out of intensive care as of today. And if you hold her there, I'll just show you now what we're getting. So we're beginning to get...
I know.
She's too weak yet to stand, but as you can see, she can now feel both back legs. Yeah.
Oh, you're so good. You're so brave.
All right.
Right, let's look. Hi, bestie. I think she just wants to sit in our laps. Oh, cuddles with mummy. Oh, that's better. That's better.
Ah, that's all she wanted.
She just wanted to be held.
Should we go to bed, Ruby?
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Ruby is recovering very slowly. Not until her bladder function has returned will she be able to go home.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
She was very happy to see us, wasn't she? So happy.
Really happy.
So happy to see us. So it's made us feel a lot better. We don't really know how she's going to recover, but I'm really optimistic.
Yes, that's the word.
Optimistic that she will make a good recovery.
It's been 3 days since Jess's operation to repair her deformed spine.
Let me just show you the x-ray pictures. So that's the spacer. I was worried about getting in, but it went in fine. And that pushes the vertebrae apart and keeps them stabilized one relative to the other.
Yeah.
And if we look at where I've placed the pins, so that one's in front of that nerve hole.
Okay.
But if you look at how difficult it is to judge that, that was the tricky bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, got around all that. That's all fine.
All in a day's work.
All
then.
in a day's work.
Oh,
And this is the result. Come on, big floppy ears.
Yeah.
Come on. Look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here. Yeah.
I can't believe how well she's up on her feet.
Take care, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, look at you, Jess. You're like Speedy.
Jess will spend the next 2 weeks recovering at home.
I think we're going to have trouble keeping you steady, aren't we?
It's been less than 24 hours since Shih Tzu puppy Ted had emergency surgery on his fractured front leg.
Hey, mate. How are you doing?
And Noel is checking on his quarter ostrich favorite.
Yeah, I know. So today after surgery now, he's doing fine. Just going to take him a little while to heal. All right, mate. It's fine. Hide your head in the sand. It'll all be okay. We still don't know how the growth is going to go, and we may still have to do another surgery, but it's okay. He can keep his head in the sand, can't you, mate? Tricky fracture.
Was it?
Yeah. Tiny target area. It's the size of my little finger. So the whole side of that humerus has come away. This screw is straight through the growth plate.
So what does that stay in for life?
Stays in for life. But obviously, I have now fused that growth plate solid, that one there.
Right.
That means that this side might continue to grow.
Right.
Therefore, in theory, if that continued to grow and that stopped, it would bend that way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If there's any tendency to grow this way, I will have to go back in and put a staple across that to stop it growing. Because I can't make that one grow again. It ain't going to happen.
No, no.
Now, obviously, the leg will be slightly short.
Yeah.
The good news is that that shouldn't affect the dog very much at all. Okay.
There he is.
There we go. There
Hello,
he is.
Ted.
There he is.
Hello.
It's remarkable how quickly they become part of your family, isn't it?
Oh, unbelievable.
Now, no slipping, no sliding, no running, no jumping.
No.
This is very fragile bone. He could still refracture. All right, mister. Good boy. Hide in there and nothing will happen.
He still hides, doesn't he?
Yeah, hide in there and nothing will happen. Put my head in the sand and it won't hurt. Good boy.
Oh, Ted, please.
I'm just more pleased he recognised us. I was more worried he wouldn't want to come home. He's been spoilt here. He's all ours. He's coming home.
Yeah, little boy, eh?
Yeah.
Ted may need further surgery in the future, but tonight, Gary and Nikki have their little boy back. Today, Maria is back at practice.
How are you feeling today? You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
To pick up Dachshund Ruby, who's been recovering for the last 2 weeks from the operation to repair her fractured pelvis.
There we go. Who's here?
Hello. Hey. Hey. Oh.
All right, so a little bit of pee just came out with excitement there.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
Giving Ruby intensive physiotherapy will be critical if she is to walk again.
So your objective is to get her standing.
All right.
And how you do that is you support the body weight with this hand, and then you try and do this, look,
Okay, so you kind of flexing it.
and then you release.
Oh, okay.
Get your fingers down on her paws and push it down. Count for 10. That's it. Force down. Keep it up. That's it. You're making that foot work.
And when she's like that,
This doesn't hurt her, by the way,
Oh.
just because she doesn't want it to be done.
okay.
You're going to do that 20 times.
20 times?
Yep. You're doing it 20 times, 3 times a day.
All right.
So if you
Don't.
can just do that, one exercise for the next week, I'll be happy.
Yay. It's going to make you stand again.
Now,
Right,
there we
okay.
go. I'm very, very happy that she's going home.
I am too. I'm feeling that, it's a new challenge to take Ruby home. We have to give her physio. So it's going to be busy, but we're looking forward to just having her home and helping her to get better properly.
Today, one of Noel's favourites is back at the practice. It's been 4 weeks since little Ted's operation.
Now, where's my favourite puppy? Look at this puppy. Come here. I don't bring you in for any medical reason whatsoever. I just bring you in for cuddles. That's it. I just bring you in for cuddles with my little man. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it.
Ted is taken for x-rays. Noel wants to check if his fracture has healed and whether he needs another operation.
That's great news. I can't see that Ted's leg is growing abnormally, and fusing that growth plate hasn't affected him at all. He won't need any more surgery. I'm going to miss my little ostrich friend, but hey, hopefully soon he'll be able to run around and do what puppies should. His fracture's healed well.
That's good.
I don't think that there will be an issue with one side growing more than the other side.
Oh, good.
And that is all going according to plan.
That's good.
Right, big cuddles for Uncle Noel. All right, mister, I love you. I love you. All right, my little ostrich meerkat, Ewok friend. Can I have visitation rights?
Some dogs get quite excitable when they come to the practice.
Oh, hello. Where are you going?
Others take it all in their stride. Little Ruby the Dachshund is one of the noisy ones. She's been at home for the past few weeks after the major surgery to rebuild her shattered sacrum and pelvis.
Hello, Ruby, 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 Ruby.
Maria's been giving her physio, and today she's hoping that Ruby's recovered enough for her frame to come off. Noel wants to check Ruby's nerve and muscle strength.
She's making valiant attempts to get up, is she?
Well, yeah, she does. She does better on grass.
So she's not wanting to use the legs at the moment. She's still got a long way to go in rehabilitation.
Yeah, she's walked quite a long way.
Yeah. Well, let's just take the X-ray picture now. All right, we'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
Ruby goes to X-ray. Her frame will only come off if she's sufficiently healed.
So this pelvis is a long way from being healed, but it's probably stable enough now based on the X-ray pictures to take the frame off. It's also a long way from the point where Ruby can walk properly again, and that may never happen. We just don't know yet. The tendency is to be very excited and to think that we're at the end now. We're nowhere near the end now. We still have a long way to go. Now, Ruby, 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 Ruby. Now, there we go. I've got no frame on, Mum.
Hey, is that weird? Is that good?
Now, so the thing that's most important is stretching the legs backwards. So
Oh, yeah, she doesn't like that.
she doesn't like
No.
it because she's grown into a contracted posture.
Yeah.
Maria's done her best, but Ruby's nerves and muscles were so badly damaged, it'll take time and intensive physio if she's ever to walk properly again.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to cover you without a big frame on.
She needs to turn the corner in terms of bearing weight. At the moment, she's still shuffling around, and the reason for that is her quads are way too tight, her hamstrings are too loose, and her legs are being pulled forward. She needs physio 3 times a day. It's up to you what you do, but I think two or 3 weeks of intensive rehab will make the difference between success and not success.
Oh, okay.
I strongly believe.
All right. Did you say here? It's like...
She just gets physio 3 times a day, every day.
See, that was my thing. I just wondered if she would be upset about not being at home. She might think that she's gone backwards.
I think there's a greater danger of her going backwards physically than emotionally, because emotionally she'll get over it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Physically, she may not get over it in 5 years. Now is the window.
Okay. Yeah, well, I prefer her to be here. I'll do that.
I think we need to get the result. You've come this far.
Yeah.
Maria decides to leave Ruby at the practice to see if the physios can work their magic.
I'm feeling not as happy as I thought. Ruby still needs a lot of physio and a lot of care, which I wasn't expecting, so it's a bit strange to be going home without her. So I'm hoping that she'll be a much stronger and happier dog.
In London, Jess the Schnauzer is out with friends and family after having a lump removed from her thigh, followed by spinal surgery.
It's been a long journey, but now that we can bring her out into the park, watch her run, it's been a journey that was well worth the while. We all meet up regularly now again, back with the family dogs, which we hadn't done for a very long time.
Oh, she's the matriarch of the whole pack. When Jessie got unwell, she lost all her freedom, and she knew it. You know, she behaved mentally like she'd gone back down the pecking line almost. And now she's back to full strength again. She's back up the front. It's hard to believe that she's had all that done to her, and today she's running around this park like she's had nothing done at all, you know.
Just fantastic to see her running again. Good. Thank you, Mummy.
Ted, the ostrich Shih Tzu, has been signed off, and the whole family can finally take him out on the walks that they've waited so long for.
Everyone sort of says, we can't believe he had his leg done. So, I mean, obviously he's running around now, whereas before he was sort of limping. But no, I think he's doing a remarkable job, Ted.
My baby.
Ted is growing up fast.
Baby. Ted's his own little character. He loves the walks. He really does love the walk. But if Ted don't want to do it, Ted won't do it. If he wants to stop, he'll stop.
Ted's my little boy. I love him to death, don't I? But Ted's sort of come into our life, and he's part of us now, isn't he?
Hey, Ribs. You're working so hard.
Ruby the Dachshund has been having regular physio and hydrotherapy sessions
Well done, Ruby.
to help her recover from her 34 fractures and muscle and nerve injuries.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye. Come on then, Ruby. Gonna go for a walk? Yes. Come on then. Come on. Come on, darling. Oh, she's fast this time amongst the stinging nettles.
Maria and daughter Maisie have never given up hope.
It's been a real roller coaster of emotions whilst having Ruby in rehabilitation, not knowing whether she was ever going to walk again. Come on in, let's go.
She's now been back with her family for 2 months.
Ruby's doing fantastically well. She's enjoying life, she's running around and behaving like she used to. Come on,
Seeing her progress over the last couple of months has been absolutely amazing. Good girl! There was a part of me that didn't believe that she would be able to walk again. I think she's a really strong dog, and I don't know if I'd be able to go through that.
Good girl! I don't think Ruby will ever be the fastest dog in the park. She's going to always be a wonky dog, but she's here and she's with us and she's happy and she's enjoying life. Yay!
It's so nice to have my best friend back. Yeah, it's good. Good feeling.
Come on.
Keep going.
Come on, Ruby. This way, come on. Ruby.